I'm Tita Barber. I've been the team barber for the past 8 years, and I've learned that a fresh cut won't last forever, but the conversations in this chair will. Because when a man speaks his truth, he walks out stronger than when he came in.
I was born in Wisconsin and kind of grew up in a pretty small town.
What part?
Madison,
Okay.
Madison area.
Okay.
And so my dad was a cop for 25 years and my mom was a teacher, so pretty humble family. And I have an older sister who ended up being in the military.
Okay.
But really just coming from a pretty blue collar family, and kind of found sports in middle school just as a way to kind of just hang out with friends, really.
Who got you into the sports? Like who?
It was mostly my dad, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, my dad was my little league coach for a while. He was definitely pretty hard on me, but at the same time, that kind of turned me into a more competitive spirit, you know. And yeah, I can definitely attribute a lot of my competitiveness to him and also my sister, because having an older sibling that you're constantly trying to, you know, beat and one up, it's always a pretty competitive household. So.
Okay. Or what part of your story like made you who you are?
You know, I think a lot of it came down to family, just kind of relying on them to be a support structure, and also kind of just give me the motivation to get up in the morning, man. Because like college football in a state not anywhere near where you grew up, with a bunch of people that you don't really know, and you know, coaches that are yelling at you, stuff like it's like, I mean, it's pretty tough to just get out of bed sometimes, bro.
Where you play college ball at?
UCLA. We always had a really good roster. We always had a bunch of guys that were really, you know, just dynamic players, man.
So halfway through your process so far is when you kind of became, you know what I'm saying, into being who you are.
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Long journey, man, for real.
So when people say, you know, like, there's no shortcut to success, like you really a living testimony to that, right?
100%. 100%. Like, and really, I mean, like I said before, like just being consistent, showing up to work, and just not turning down stuff, man.
Right.
Right. Constantly being available, constantly being eager and ready to work. Like that's really gotten me to where I am now.
It's crazy that you say that, because in my field too,
Yeah.
that's the same principles that I live by.
For sure, man.
I think that's universal, right?
Everyone's got to hustle.
Yeah. All right, so Jake, man, I gotta ask you this, bro. You gotta tell me something, a memory that still motivates you, like, you know, on quiet days, like when nobody's watching, nobody's looking, it kind of still gets you through like whatever you got going on.
Yeah, I mean, really, like, I feel like when things are tough and when I really feel like things are getting tough, you know, I kind of think back to like my high school career. You know, I went from, you know, it's a small town in Wisconsin down to a huge city in Texas, and really kind of just was nobody. Like no one really knew who I was. I was obviously like a big kid, but like no one knew kind of who I was, and like really I just had to kind of make a name for myself.
Okay.
Like, so really just like the work that I put in that summer in the off-season program, completely transforming my body from like just a normal kid to like
To a real beast?
yeah, just like a true athlete, man. Like, that's really when I became, you know, a serious athlete with true aspirations to make it to, you know, college ball and make it to the league and try and really optimize this as much as I can. So, you know, it would really be a shame to, you know, waste that. So like, really anytime I kind of feel like I don't want to get up in the morning or I don't want to do something, like I just look back to my journey and I look back to seeing just how much work I put in to get here in the first place, and it just doesn't seem like the right thing to do to you know, to waste one, all that work, but also all the people that have really put a ton of work, sweat and tears into my career and really just making me the player I am right now. So.
Wow, that's major. That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
I think good parenting, when you have that base and that foundation, it take you a long,
Yeah.
long way.
Yeah. And she, I mean, both my parents really just made it real apparent that I had to get a degree
Yeah.
in something that mattered and something that could be useful. So, yeah, college wasn't easy, man.
Jake, Gillette talks about being the best a man can be. What does that mean to you off the field right now?
Right now and for the past like 3 years, it's really come down to just growing a family with my wife and really just providing for my kids. Like we just had our second 4 months ago. So, and he's definitely a harder baby than our first. So really everything I do is for them. You know, everything I do is for my family and for my kids. I feel like if you have the means to have kids, then you really should have as many as you can, man.
Okay.
Kids are awesome, dude.
I like that.
Yeah. I'm Jake Brendel. This is Cut Different, presented by Gillette.